I hope you're following the news. President Trump proposed a 10% credit card interest rate cap. This is big news. But will we actually have a 10% credit card interest cap? Let's look at the details of this proposal and see if it is possible or not. On January 10th, President Trump made a pretty huge announcement on Truth Social. He's pushing for a one-year cap on credit card interest rates, limiting the interest rate to 10%, and he wants this to kick in by January 20th. He called the current rates a total rip-off, and says this is all about making life more affordable for the average person. Many cards now charge 20% to 30%. But, like most things in finance, it's not quite that simple. Today, I want to walk you through what's actually happening and what this could mean for your wallet. Here is the reality check. So, the first big question: can the president actually do this? Well, most legal experts are saying not exactly. Even though he's calling for this change, he probably can't just sign an executive order to make it happen. Legal and political analysts emphasize that a nationwide interest rate cap requiring banks to charge no more than 10% would almost certainly require legislation passed by Congress to be enforceable. There's no clear authority under existing law for the president alone to mandate such a rate cap without congressional action. For this to really become a law that banks have to follow, it would need to go through the Capitol. The interesting part? This idea isn't just a Republican one. Senators like Bernie Sanders and Sanders-Hawley have actually been talking about a 10% cap for a while now. So we might actually see some agreement on this. The numbers. Now, why does 10% matter so much? In America, the average credit card debt is around $6,000 or more. Let's say, for example, at 21% interest, you're basically throwing away $100 every single month just to stay in place. That money never even touches your actual balance. If that rate drops to 10%, that same family saves over $1,100 a year. Across the whole country, we're talking about nearly $100 billion staying in people's pockets instead of going to the banks. But we have to look at the flip side. Banks aren't exactly happy about this. Groups like the American Bankers Association are already warning that this could backfire. Here's why. Banks charge high interest because they're taking a risk on us. If they can only charge 10%, they might decide that millions of people are just too risky to have a credit card at all. We could see banks canceling cards or cutting credit limits, especially for people who don't have a perfect credit score. And for those of you who love your travel points and cash back, the banks might scrap those rewards programs entirely to make up for the lost money. So, what should you do right now? Honestly, just keep an eye on it. This is still a proposal, not a done deal, but it's a good reminder to be smart with how you use your cards. In conclusion, if this passes, it could be a massive win for anyone with debt. If it doesn't, or if banks start cutting people off, you'll want to be in a solid spot with your own budget. If this helped you make sense of the news, hit that like button and subscribe. And let me know in the comments, would you give up your credit card points if it meant your interest rate was capped at 10%? I'll see you in the next video.